guys, welcome back to Beer Brown with Sushi X. I'm Taylor Samad.
What's up, y'all?
And today we're reacting to
The Flash, season 6, episode 19. Success is assured. This is our early season finale that we weren't supposed to have. But I heard this episode's still amazing. I heard, they worked to give us an ending to this arc. So I'm expecting Iris to get out. I don't want to say Mirror Master or Ava is going to get defeated, because I don't know if that's what they were originally going for. But
probably
if it happens, right. But if it does happen, I wouldn't be too surprised, because I know they said that they were starting a new arc originally after this. So if she does, that's kind of good. That it'll work out. Then I'm guessing. But overall, I'm expecting this to be crazy. I mean, this was supposed to be an end of an arc, so there was probably going to be something crazy about it. I don't know.
Unexpected.
What the team said. Cisco said he had a plan to take Ava down or get into the Mirrorverse or something. But with Barry not having any speed, that'll be interesting. And then this other speedster coming after him. I don't know. It's probably. I think they said we're gonna have a cliffhanger, so that's not gonna be too fun. I know a lot of you guys, they had the theory that Barry's gonna use the last of his speed to get in the Mirrorverse, and he's gonna be trapped there, and that's the cliffhanger. That's what everybody's guessing. Their theory was before the episode aired. I had to stay off the internet because I kept seeing the flash. So I said, okay, let's not get spoiled. Let's just get off the internet and see what happens in this episode.
Internet.
Let's go. Success is assured. Let's see.
Mother is better now, yeah? Thanks again.
Same.
Family emergencies are never contained. But after some personal reflection, I realized I have to do that.
Sing. Like sing song.
I am sorry.
You sure you weren't followed?
Good. You've changed your appearance.
The suit is necessary. The properties inside of it help me continue my acclimation process when I'm outside the reflection modulation chamber. Now, it's time to get rid of my husband. We began by dismantling everything that protects him. You know where to start?
Success is assured.
Hey, her makeup's fine.
I'm really gonna miss you.
Me too.
Y'all saying like she's about to die or something.
Oh, we all
She may not die.
Aww. There's hope for you yet.
Enough. Okay.
I mean, I know the actress is pregnant. This is probably
I'm fine. No,
her
you're not. And
departure.
honey, it's okay.
Now or
I
something.
promise you can handle anything. You just gotta remember, she's your mom too. Of course I am.
Oh, awkward.
Hi, Killer Frost. It's just Frost now. Hi. Okay, we're gonna leave you two alone.
So this is her leaving because I hope she comes back next season.
Did she say kill them all? What did she say?
I don't know.
So,
Why are we meeting here? I have a backlog of cases. I can't lose my CSI job along with everything else.
Well, glad we're keeping some focus on that.
Good job.
But
Eva said that she had unfinished business. Is there any way that she meant that literally?
She wants to get McCullough back. She does have to deal with Black Hole.
so find Black Hole, find Eva.
Mm-hmm.
Any idea where to start?
Actually, no. Maybe.
Ralph,
Rob,
where'd you get that?
how'd you get that?
Sue gave it to me. She gave you that.
She gave that to you.
She gave that to me. The center's at 42nd and Darby.
wait, I wanted to see them go to Atlantis.
It'll be a long night.
Where's
And just a
Cisco?
couple of coffees.
I hate coffee.
Coffee. This must be everything that Carver has on them. I'm taking this.
Go for it.
Smells like gasoline in here.
Sing.
I don't want to hurt anyone else. Tell that to those guards you killed. They left me no choice. I have to assure Eva's success.
Put down the flare gun. Help us bring Carver to justice.
Mother's not interested in your brand of justice.
Sing.
Sing!
This isn't you.
You still don't get it, do you? Carver was there that night. He let the mirror keep her. He never tried to rescue her. Instead, he sold her tech to the highest bidder. For weapons, blackmail, or worse. And that is why Carver is a dead man.
At least they're burning on that.
You know, I'm gonna speed. Not enough power.
Guys?
Oh, your foot.
Danny, are you guys there? Barely. What do we do now? It's the only thing we can. Protect Carver.
That's the easiest way to find Ava.
The Dark Eye knows to destroy anything that could tie
Is
into
Cisco
the
not
house.
in the spinal?
Yes, but there's nothing left to destroy. Everything we had was incinerated.
Your wife wants to kill you, but CCPD can't keep you safe.
My wife is dead.
Eva's been trapped in another dimension for the last 6 years, a place called the Mirrorverse.
But you already knew that.
But you already knew that. If Eva did escape that wretched place, I'd know. This is about your wife, isn't it? I came across this footage from my wife's office a couple of weeks ago. You knew Iris was abducted. Your wife was a problem. Her disappearance was fortuitous.
I'd punch him.
What happened to my wife? The same thing that happened to my Eva. She's gone.
You knew
They
you
both
didn't
are.
tell me.
No. There has to be a way to get her back. I used to think that too. But if Iris is still alive in there, there's probably nothing left of her to save. I had the most brilliant minds in the world study that Mirrorverse. You know what they found? It's incompatible with the human brain. That place warps the mind until the person is no longer recognizable. Your Iris is long gone.
No, but she is
I
losing.
suggest you accept that and move on.
Maybe that's what happened to Ava. She ended up losing her mind.
So, one
Okay, but like, give Ava the best. She's coming.
Without this. And what if Eva comes back? Then what? Look,
You beat her ass.
things in this place may be
Jump her.
backwards, but everything works. We just have to figure out how.
Pull her hair.
Did you take them back to the city?
You just said looking at those was too dangerous.
No, I didn't mean to, but I was thinking about finding David, and the map came into view. There was thermal energy coming from a specific place. I'm not sure where, but that has to be David.
I read Eat, Pray, Love, and I took the pray part just a little bit too seriously.
Susie joined a mindfulness retreat in India.
I meant to stay for a month and then lost track of the weeks, months. Oh well, happens, right?
Mr. Dibney, while we're delighted to have our Susie back, we realize how much trouble you went to.
You write me a handsome check.
Oh, heck, wouldn't you know, I'm fresh out. Let me just check that hallway closet. Miss Dearborn, could you help me look for a pen? Whoopee.
Yeah, Carver called last week. Said he had a change of heart.
Because a Carver don't have hearts to change.
Agreed. But my parents are safe. And I can finally go home.
I don't understand. If we agree...
Enough, Slick.
That is.
You really want to help me?
Is that a mirror?
Leave us in peace.
I don't see why they would want to take her.
Me either. But then again.
I don't know. I'm sure if it's not, we'll find out.
¿A quién le importa?
She went to
Ella volverá a aparecer eventualmente. Siempre lo hace.
Who's there? Hello, Kim Yao. Should we do this the easy way or the hard way?
Everything's reflective. You can't stand in front of nothing. It's crazy. Yeah, you scared now.
Ultraviolet!
Your protectors can need to protect themselves. Yeah, you see that hole in there, huh? Yeah, be scared.
It's me.
Oh, now you are.
I need your help after all, Alan.
It's so much easier, Kate, when we're here to help analyze. I can help. Oh, I'm sorry. I just meant that I could use an expert in metadNA. I forgot.
You know, to be honest, I always kind of felt like a third wheel.
I'm sorry you felt that way. No. It must have been horrible.
Officer? Mr. Carver! When your paperwork came across my desk, I thought a VIP such as yourself shouldn't have to ride in a two-big government van. So I'm here to escort you personally into custody. Alan, word?
Okay. Get him out of here.
Let me walk out of here with Carver. And Mother will give you Iris. Eva's not interested in a fight with you or with your friends.
You knew we were in that warehouse when you set it on fire. That feels like a fight to me.
Let me have him, Barry. He's a bad man. Bring Iris home. Get your life back.
Camilla and Sing too.
Are we doing this or what? I'm in what the hell?
What?
Will someone please tell me what the hell is going on?
I saved you. That's what's going on.
Nash. What?
Barry Allen, I know never have considered that deal.
Oh, not again. I told you. Reverse Flash is either going to come back or it was going to be the speedster who was controlling Godspeed or whatever. I knew it. I knew he's back. He's back.
I knew Eva was ambitious, but
Good thing
you're
they're
a
close.
duplicate. Eva's more powerful than you thought.
I don't get it. Why doesn't she just come after you herself?
Well, Eva's still technically missing, so she can't be seen in public. What is that device? And how much do you want for it?
It's not for sale, dirtbag.
Oh, please. Everyone has a price. Hey, listen, we just saved your keister, so why don't you put a sock in it until we can figure out what to do with you?
Hold on. I can make another one if he wants to write a nice check.
So, guess you're stuck within your nest for a while.
large.
It's only a matter of time before Eva shows up here.
Right. Any mirrored surface inside her lab is a door for her to walk through.
McCulloch's security system can protect us.
I don't know.
Or once the building's clear, you can engage your ion
TV
field.
reflective.
Then tell your people to speed up the evacuation.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Maybe you were right. About her being switched
I
out.
knew you were lying.
You really can't take a hint.
You're not here to rob the place. When Carver didn't have a change of heart on your parents, you offered to take their place in Black Hole.
Carver agrees. I'm more valuable than my parents.
Sue, you don't have to do this.
Yes, I do. I've been trying to collect leverage on Carver for over a year. He's untouchable.
So she can kill him.
Because you're gonna kill him. That's why you're here, isn't it?
She's tired.
Carver's never gonna let my parents go.
Sue, damn it.
It's the only way it ends.
Oh, come on.
All clear down here. Ready for the force field when you are.
I hope she's in the building already.
No, that's left to do is sit.
Right, because we were talking about the planet.
Cheers.
That's not good.
Guys, the force field isn't working anymore. Can we find out what happened to the power source?
We know what happened.
She said reflective versions of them. Oh god. Using your own people against you.
Carver's angels invited themselves to the party.
Esperanza, pensábamos que Eva los había casado.
No. Ella nos dio sculpture.
Something Carver never did. We're no longer under his thumb. Neither is Eva.
Whatever she is paying you, I will double it.
This isn't about a paycheck. It's about payback.
He thinks money can fix everything.
It was coming for you, Carver.
I can
And
double
we're going to
it.
make sure no one gets in her way.
How is those guards? I just spoke to the guy. I'd be like, what language does she speak?
I have no idea.
You don't want to do this. This isn't your will. Eva's will is my will.
Yeah, probably Spanish. What in the world?
That's so unnecessary.
Success is assured.
Okay. I'm gonna see this type of fight scene. Oh. She like lighted his brain up. Ralph, you're a superhero, sir.
What are you doing? I don't know, making up as I go.
What are you doing? Picking it up as I go. Come on, Ralph. Here we go.
Like
Mistake.
stick. Like stick.
You listen for dead man.
Yo estaba sola. Yo nunca tuve una oportunidad. Y eso es culpa tuya, prima. Tú no eres nada para mí. ¿Entendiste?
Fine, do it. You think you're the only one that feels that way? The only one that feels alone? Get in line.
So maybe these are the real ones. They really did just betray him. I didn't know if I believed them. I know, but I didn't know if I believed them.
Thanks, Zach, this time.
David can make them say whatever.
You came back.
Couldn't let you have all the fun.
Fun must mean something entirely different when you're rich.
Ooh, double battle. Fight! I don't know why, I just made me think like a Pokemon battle.
I know, me too. You're only allowed to use 2 Pokemon.
Battles over. One side, Pokemon is defeated.
Honey, I'm home.
Honey, I'm wrong.
Guess somebody forgot to spike the punch. I did what I had to do.
That's all you got, bruh?
She still has a glass on the floor.
Then I'll do what I have
I'm
to
talking
do.
about this dude. That's all he had to say.
Goodbye, Joseph.
I did what I had to do. Well, Barry.
Why don't you understand? He's not worth saving.
It's not your decision.
Can you phase that out of him?
Yes, it is.
Let's go. She's gonna rip his mouth. Ah. Oh. Oh, she.
My
That went through Barry.
husband let me rot in that world for years. He does not get to live in this one.
You're not my wife. My wife died in the particle accelerator explosion.
Wow. I've never felt more alive.
You're not even you.
That went through his whole shoulder.
Sorry you had to see that.
He ain't got no speed.
You and I are not enemies. We never have been.
You just killed him in cold blood.
Your wife set out to catch a bad man. She couldn't. Together we could. We're on the same side. Just remember that.
All right, on 3, everybody go crazy.
Got it. That seems like bad advice.
Song title. No, I like it. It'll be good. All right. 1, 2.
Stand down. Joseph is dead.
Wow,
Mission failed.
I didn't see that coming.
You're gonna let us go.
Of course. I've achieved my goal for today.
We'll never stop coming after you.
Don't say that.
Right.
I'll fail. This building, this company, is all mine. And you and your little friends are trespassing, so run along, Barry. Before I have to call the police.
Can he have his wife back?
Mrs. McCulloch, where have you been all this time?
Wow.
Over the past 6 years, I have been held hostage by an international crime syndicate. Forced to watch as they stole my technology and used it to create deadly weapons.
How did you escape?
My husband, Joseph, he worked tirelessly to try to find me, and he succeeded. And as for McCulloch Technologies, I will be resuming my position as CEO, effective immediately. It's what Joseph would have wanted. Thank you.
You've been going 6 years, and the first thing you want to do is be CEO. Okay, we ain't got time for this.
Going somewhere?
Carver's dead.
No, that doesn't scream red flag.
Which means my parents are finally free. So am I. I'm going home.
I mean, a bunch of people are free now because Carver's dead.
Eva framed you.
Oh, crap.
For Carver's murder.
Barry, we've been through stuff like this before. Don't worry. You're gonna find a way to stop Eva and get Iris back.
I can't even be frustrated without losing more of it.
Maybe instead of focusing on what you've lost, you should try remembering what you'll never lose. The reason you beat Zoom, Godspeed, Thawne is because speed isn't what drives you. It's love. That's your true force. And there is nothing artificial about that. So as long as you stay true to yourself, you will always find a way to beat the bad guys.
I'm gonna miss you.
I'll be back before you know it.
Okay, good.
All set? Car's downstairs. I promise I'll get these two back to you and your team as soon as possible.
Thanks.
The good thing about her leaving and the show ending is on this last episode
My team, I miss them already.
that she'll have her baby, and if she is coming back, she'll be able to be in that last arc that was originally planned to help fight back. Well, maybe, unless they do it, I don't know. I hope.
We also have reinforcements.
Let's go back from Joe.
Whoa, Joe.
Welcome back.
How are you here?
Is Cisco back from
Well, it
Atlantis?
turns out that when the guy that's trying to kill you kicks the bucket, they lift the protection detail.
That makes sense.
Nash.
Hey, man. Yeah.
Hey.
Just in time. Team needs you now more than ever.
Well, let's go save some people we love.
Alright, here goes this crazy ending.
At this for hours. Barry wouldn't give up. And the woman that he married wouldn't either.
Don't worry, I'm sorry we didn't get to see Cisco.
I found him. David's at Central City Hospital. I can't believe I just did that.
Holy frack, Iris, you can control this place. Iris? Iris, stay with me.
That was a cliffhanger, really? Really?
A new episode of DC's Legends of Tomorrow is coming up next.
That is not the cliffhanger I was expecting.
Me either.
Wow.
But at least I like Greg at the destination.
What?
Wait, is that Allegra? No, that's not Allegra.
Camilla?
Camilla.
Yeah, Camilla and Sing, and now Iris disappeared, and she's gonna have to figure out what happened to Iris. Cisco never made it back. I'm disappointed. I wanted to see Atlantis. So, okay, I know it's not their fault, but this is frustrating because I want more. Because it doesn't feel like a finale. It doesn't. It was really cool fight scenes and stuff.
But
it's not.
Just a little more, no.
It's not their fault though, so you can't even be mad. But you
Right.
can. It's just.
You could be frustrated.
Yeah, we're frustrated. But it was good. It was a good episode. It was really good. It just leaves for probably an extended mini arc next season. Then when they start the show again, I mean, hopefully that means we'll have Caitlin back. You know, because she already had her baby. She'll have months before they probably get back to filming, so she'll be able to be in that next arc, which is cool because originally this was her exit, so she wouldn't have been in those last couple episodes anyway.
Right.
So that's good. So hopefully she'll come back. Cisco obviously has to come back because he can't just disappear. So we'll have our team back because we were worried that they weren't going to come back for season 7.
But Corona does have its plus and minuses.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll get them back.
Pokemon plus and minus.
So Ava, she's tough. She's tough because there's reflective energy everywhere. And
That was just so nasty. It went through his shoulder, like, oh.
Thank
He
God he
died
could heal.
anyways, and Barry just got cut.
That was like the first time besides when they fought DeVoe, like this is like one of the first times they truly failed against the villain. Like, DeVoe did get all his people and he did kill all of them.
They failed against him, didn't they? Right? And then they succeeded or whatever.
Not really though. I don't think I've seen any L's from Thawne. Nah, but no. I mean, people have been killed by their villains before, I guess. So I mean, those are L's. Zoom killed his father. So I mean, those are L's. I guess. Okay, you're right, but. Now it's not like usually Barry is ready to go after them again, but Barry right now there's so many problems that he can't even
conquer.
And like how they wrote this season is like all the characters have been in and out. Like Cisco, he's here 1 minute and then he exits the show for another reason, and then Joe's here for a second, and he leaves and comes back. Now Caitlin's she was MIA for like an episode or two, but then she hasn't been doing much. I guess she was pregnant, so that's excusable. She's fine. Now she left. But it's just like those little things, like they weren't really here. And it really benefited in some ways because we got to see Cecile step up, and I really like her character. So she was able to step up. You know, Nash stepped up, Allegra. And we really just leaned on Barry and the Ava stuff and Iris, but they've been separated doing their own things. So it's just like, I just wanted Iris back.
Camilla is gonna have to find her own way. She's gonna have to, like, she needs the screens to look at, and she can't do that without Iris here.
And the same thing could happen to her.
Right, that's one. Two is that Iris started getting those when she pressed that secret button next to the mirror, right? Right. I don't think Camilla knows about that, so I just hope she doesn't press that.
It might not just be from that, just from how long she's been there. Iris has been there for over a month in their time. So Camilla's only been there probably 8 days.
Yeah, if we compare days,
I think they said
months,
like 5 or 6 weeks she was in there, so that's a month and a half.
Yeah, if you compare days plus and months, and then how long was Mirror Girl or whatever?
Ava was in there for 6 years.
Yeah. Oh. Dang.
So Iris is being affected like this after a month and some change. Like, I don't know. So I don't know. Is this gonna give her powers? Because last thing Camilla said is, Iris, you can control this place. So what if that means she can control it to get out, and then she has some type of abilities or something?
Right.
But she just disappeared. So.
Another thing is she has to find Iris first, but then she has to get Sing. She has to explain the stuff to Sing because he's gonna be lost.
The other thing I'm worried about for next season, and this is me wondering if this was going to be the last arc. Carver kept saying, you know, you're not my Ava, you're not my Ava, you know, and they were saying how the historian to thingy, it changes your mind and it drives you crazy. What if they were making Iris a villain? What if Iris loses her mind and goes on a similar path Ava did? I mean, now she has no reason to kill Barry, but she does have reason to want to get revenge and go after Ava, and you know, or just whatever. Like, what if it makes her lose her mind?
Just go on a rampage.
Like, that would be crazy. Like, Iris goes against everybody she loves, and like, how would you fight that? Like, how do you fight the love of your life? Like, that would be
your best friend.
Insane. That's my theory, that they're trying to drive Iris to the point of insanity.
I
mean, there has to be some consequence.
I believed, I'm so bad with names. Ava's husband, when
Carver.
he said, Carver, when he said that he tried the most brilliant minds to see Ava, because if he didn't, how would he know that it drives you insane in there? Like, I believe
him too.
Right, I believe him. And that's why when he was like, you're not my Ava.
Yeah, think about him, he doesn't really lie. Unless he's denying something for legal purposes to not get himself in trouble, he doesn't lie.
Right, he was telling the truth, but the way that he went about living the rest of his life made Ava want to go after him.
No, I think Ava's confused. I think she lost her sanity and she sees it as he gave up on her. But when really he did try. Right. Granted, he should have never stopped trying.
Right.
But
she
sees it as he didn't try. So what if it like clouds your better judgment? What if it's like an Aya type situation where she stopped seeing all reason and just went after her?
No emotion.
No emotion and just... Well, she has emotion. She's angry. She's definitely angry, but she wasn't listening to any reason or anything. She had one goal, and she made sure she completed it. Like, I don't know. I wonder if that's... I don't know. My theory is Iris is going to be the villain.
Her way.
I think Iris was going to be the villain. I think that's what they're gonna do. And I don't know if she was trying to fight Ava or what. I don't know.
Honestly, it would have been interesting if you got what you wanted, where it was Killer Frost who got stuck in the mirror and she went crazy. And
You know, but they couldn't do much with her character this season.
But I'm thankful they didn't do that. I know you would like.
I want Killer Frost. That's my go-to, but I don't think I'm ever gonna get that again. So they already explored that, and I figured
rewatch the season, you'll be fine.
I figured it wouldn't work because Killer Frost can't be a villain all the time, and therefore they would have to write her off in and out the show too much. And she's a series regular, so they're not gonna do that. So she could never be a full-time villain. She'd have to be like a recurring villain, and they're not gonna do that to her. I mean, granted, if she were to not want to come back full-time, we could have some sort of freak accident and get evil Killer Frost, and then she could show up every now and then to fight the team. I would love that. But I've always loved Caitlyn so much, I never wanted to lose them. Or it'd be cool if, like, my other theory was if she got split, like Killer Frost came out of her, and it was Caitlyn, and we could have both, and then Killer Frost could be a villain. Because I like Caitlyn, I wouldn't want to lose her, but I do want evil Killer Frost. That's what I wish they would have done instead, but that's just me.
Yeah.
But this season, I think it was pretty well. It was much better to me. I didn't really care for the last 2 seasons, so this was a much better season.
Just jump away.
Yeah, I didn't like it. Cicada was horrible. That was probably the worst season for me ever. I hate season 5.
This is so funny.
And,
You complain every episode about how he
so,
jumps.
I was so miserable. I didn't like it. It was so cheesy to me. Like, I love the characters, so I kept watching, but Cicada was just like, and his acting was cringy to me too. I was just like, he had those one-liners. I will destroy them all.
Okay,
Like,
you're quoting me what I said.
No, I'm just saying that's the type of things he did. He wasn't my favorite. Ava definitely, she was way better. She's way cooler. She's freaky. I don't know. Cool. I love how they set this whole thing up. The characters have their strong points. I mean,
I wanted to get a better lighting of her outfit because it was hard to see because it was darker in the area of the room.
And I like the arcs that they set up, and so it's not just one whole season. So definitely the showrunner did a lot better. He had Bloodsworth, and then we had Mirror Master thing, and he wrote it too so that every episode had a piece of the story, but it was also could be its own thing. Like we had the Grodd thing, we had Wally. You know, we had all these cool things as well, and everything still kept the story feeling fresh and unpredictable. So I liked that. This season was pretty good.
Yeah. And so
that's all you got to say?
Yeah. Well, yeah, Ava's outfit, from what I could see, reminded me of Killer Frost's eyeshadow. Frosty's eyeshadow. Anyway.
She's a makeup person. She's always looking at people's makeup. Always.
Anyways, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe.
Yeah, and subscribe to our Patreon, and yes, we will see you guys hopefully next season. We don't know when that'll be, but one day. We'll see you one day. Peace out.